Hello and welcome to the show. Now, the team adventures that we do on Forza Horizon 4 are very good fun indeed. However, because the nature of them, sometimes we don't get quite as exciting or as an interesting overall team adventure as I would ideally like. Now, generally when we film, we run two adventures and the best one is picked. Sometimes they just both don't quite work out for a number of reasons, as is the way with motorsport sometime. And it turns out the ones we did this week just didn't quite work. So I have decided to put together a kind of compilation of some of the best races. Well, the overall team adventure might have been great. These particular races were pretty damn good on their own. So, we head up next to the Greendale Club Circuit. There is a straight here, but there is a fair amount of twiddly bits towards the end, or in the middle of the lap, I guess. Prelude might come good here. That's what we're hoping for. Got a good grid spot, which is nice. We have got a grid on a hill, though, which is not nice at all. I'm gonna get... We've got a nice starting position, but I may as well sort of started... I will probably be about 10th by the first corner. So, it's... Oh, I mean, the cars up at the front with me haven't started very well. It's just everything further back is the much faster cars. Yep. And we are 8th. Not quite as bad as I expected. Not great, but not quite as complete garbage as I feared we might be. Now, how fast... I really need to get past that Titan and quickly. If I get stuck behind that for this first lap, we cannot do well, I don't think. I have got to use the Prelude's handling here, and I've got a wall of cars. Yeah, thank you for that one. Actually, it kind of helped me. It fired me through the middle of the thing. There's just a wall of metal that I cannot get through at the moment. I might be able to duck. I said to go around the outside of the Titan, but that's risky. Yeah, Titan's going to cost me. Bloody hell. I just will need to get past you. And... oh, God. I will push you out of the way here. I'm coming through, whether you like it or not. I get you're in a big truck. That's fair enough, but you're on my team. Get out of the bloody way. Yeah. The leaders are gone. Can't catch them. Never going to have the speed. Or, say never going to have the speed. I'm so far back now that I would have to be so much faster per lap that if I could catch them, it wouldn't be an interesting race anyway, because I'd just fly past them. We might go around the outside of Scotty here. I don't know how much grip. That Fair Lady's probably on similar tyres to me here. The Fair Lady is pretty fast through these corners. It's lighter than me, with probably similar amount of power. There's no space for that. Yeah, I would imagine the build is lighter than me, which is why it's got that kind of slight acceleration. Why it was quite good at the hills, it's got the power to weight ratio. Sometimes with these more modern cars, there's always a risk going for the more modern cars. The classic cars are almost guaranteed to work. I can almost guarantee you classic cars are going to work, because high power, well, because of the lightweight, you can make the most of their power. Whereas this at £2,500 is practically, barring the Titan, is practically heavy in this field. Leathercap's Fair Lady is going to be very quick down these straights. I will at least now have a lap on my own, which is something we wanted. And we have actually, well, certainly Scotty might catch those leaders. They do not seem to have the grip for the back end of this circuit, which is what I said. Like, this is a weird circuit. You look at that long straight and think, yeah, you kind of want some speed. You do, however... If you completely and utterly forego grip, you will get murdered around here. You will get absolutely annihilated because this section here is tough on cars, and I'm hoping I might be fast enough here to stay away from Leathercap's Fair Lady Z. Might even be enough to catch up to Impega and Scotty and all of this lot up here. So the Prelude, I think, is pretty decent. In the right conditions, the Prelude works. Like all of my C-Class cars, I can't seem to get a C-Class car that works everywhere. Maybe I should have tried building a Galant. I can build C-Class cars that work in one condition or the other. I guess at least it's working somewhere. I should be happy about that. So we plough onto the final straight. There's a very clear divide between the vehicles here. There is a front 5 that are similarly matched and quick, and then there's the back group that are struggling a little more around this. Because this is a very different circuit to all the ones we've been to so far. We've had 2 brutal power tracks, and we've now gone here that is kind of medium speed corners. Well, quite low speed when you're in a C-Class car, but medium speed for a C-Class car at least. Impega and Eccentric are still fighting side by side between the pair of them. Looks like a fun battle up at the front. We are almost catching up to. We will probably catch up to. It depends actually how much they fight each other. We'll catch up to them in a second because they're going to do that and they're going to run out of grip. And me and Scotty are going to be there. So it's going to be a one lap dash between all of us. And I'm going to make the most of the opportunities there. Somehow, the Prelude has found itself in the lead. I will get murdered down this bit. We know that much. I can't beat those cars. But we're so much closer than we were in the previous laps. Could we stand a chance? We have to have passed them before the final corner, long before the final corner. If we haven't done that, they'll get us. Ooh. This is not going to be easy for the Honda. Come on, Honda. Use all of that VTEC noise, the immense noise that all Hondas have in Forza games, or certainly in Horizon 4. Can we go around the outside of Eccentric there? Yes, we can, but this is where we get into trouble because Impega slows us down because they can't carry the corner speed. Let's not fight with Scotty. We're going to fight Red Team. Do not self-destruct. I don't know who's got the best chance here. Right, here we go. We're going around the outside of Impega. We will do it, but is this too late? We'll pass, but can we get far enough away that we don't get annihilated on the run to the finish line? I can't look back to see if Scotty made it stick. Scotty did. Are we far enough away from the Horde? I think we might be, you know. How the hell have we managed this one? If we turn this about after that first lap, I did not think that was doable. We got it. Helped Eccentric and Impega fought each other so hard. And they basically gifted the win to, well, the first and second to me and Scotty from those battles. Mine and Scotty's cars were very equal. I got a bit lucky. I took my opportunity while Scotty got stuck trying to fight with them to dive my way up to the lead, and that put me in the box seat, if you like, when it came to trying to get passes done. Prelude's good for something. Happy days. It's good for something. Can we win the round? I think that's 2-1 to us now. So, we move next to the Broadway Village Scramble circuit. A track, I don't tend to use this one all that often. It's not a bad circuit as such. However, it is a fairly simplistic track. One long straight. However, the little handle for the circuit, if you will, is dirt. Now, that black car is not on rally tyres or vintage tyres. I'm just looking at the grooves, looking at the tread pattern on the tyres. I'd say it's kind of sad. I guess I play a lot of Forza, so I've kind of just about learned what the different... that might even be full race tyres, you know. Certainly no, it's not rally or vintage tyres. The rally tyres have got kind of big blocks going on. I guess we'll see how much. Yeah, it's probably race tyres. We'll also see how much it hates it when it gets to the dirt. That's another good indication, because race tyres will not like what we are about to ask of them. Thankfully, if you have got a Bentley without the rally tyres, this is a short dirt section. It's a short punishment section compared to some of the circuits like Tarnhouse or the Ambleside one, where you are full dirt and everything, but it's still, you're going to lose a lot of time through all of that. Points-wise, Red Team are slightly behind. There's a chance, although I have got Impega behind me, which is always fun and scary. I might have got a bit too much camber. I figured that I wanted some camber on this because I actually had to spend a brief bit of time. Normally I don't bother tuning my cars most of the time for Forza, just slap something together and it's okay. However, for this, because I was going to prat around with the gears because it was useless from standard, I thought I'll stick some more camber on it, I'll fiddle around with a bit more downforce, and would be good. Forgetting or not realising its tendency, its like to probably go up onto its side. So that's going to be fun. I think Impega's just got a better car and better driven. I don't think I can fight with that one. I was hoping I could at least fight with Pencil's car, but it doesn't really look like that. Oh, now we've got the fuzz. Having a look. The blue team have got some fast cars. Even out here on the dirt, we are really struggling to deal with the blue team's vehicles. Damn it, we haven't got good enough cars on the tarmac, and we haven't got good enough cars on the dirt. One of our cars has missed a checkpoint. It's not good. It's not good at all. We have got a better cluster of cars, 5th, 6th and 7th, but we really need more fighting up here. I can't be the lone defender for Red Team. And Pegga's going up on the side as well, so it's not just me who's having some two-wheeled based shenanigans. I mean, I think we're going to get hammered in terms of the overall points, but I shall be the defender of Red Team for glory and all of that sort of thing. We might be about to get overtaken by the Fuzz. We will move to the inside, park it on the inside. The Fuzz will try out-dragging us. The Fuzz will out-drag us. Can I outbrake the Fuzz? I probably could have done, although, yeah, maybe my kind of handling-built Bentley was not the way to go. My sort of handling-built rally Bentley might not really have been the way to be going. It might come good at some other circuits. There might be some circuits where it really works. This is not the place for my car, sadly. Can I get underneath the... no, I can't. Problem is, even if I could, I'd just get out-dragged down towards turn 1. And again, I mean, if I won the race, maybe we'd get enough points to be competitive. We are better here, but we're still 1,000 points down. I'd have to win the race, so we can't be letting blue team get a 1-2-3 here. That's too many points to overcome. Even if we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it still wouldn't give us enough points. So, bugger and all that. Got a couple more laps. My only hope is that a blue car misses a checkpoint. That is our really only hope now going into this, would be a blue car missing a checkpoint. And it's not impossible. This isn't the worst track for checkpoints, although there are a couple that could be a little dicey, especially if vehicles are busy fighting for position. Here is easy to try and cut too much off the circuit, as I did. Annoyingly, I got a mega run through there, and Leathercap didn't, but I had nowhere to go with the run because I couldn't turn the car anymore because we're already committed. I might be able to be a bit sneaky there. We'll get the position through that. I'm wide on the exit, so we're going to be slower on the exit. I mean, it's kind of all irrelevant because even if I make this stick, it's not going to make it stick because the police car's going to come up the inside through here. Oh, can I duck back underneath? Yes, we can. Police car will be off onto the dirt. Even if I get this done, it doesn't matter because I get past before turn 1. Would I, though, lead across the finish line? Because that's what matters here. No, we're going to get alongside. I would probably just lead across the finish line. So that's what we've got to do on the final lap here. Do I take a big dive? I don't think I've got the speed, don't think I've got the extra grip to make a dive that large of works. We are decent in the corners. What am I going to be able to do here? We're going to go for... I mean, Leathercap can't afford to make the same mistake as last time. Not quite as bad, but again, I just get compromised through there. I think Impega might have got a pass done for the lead up front. So it's been a good race for us. Now, Leathercap wise to what I managed to achieve last time. We'll park it on the apex there. I'm still trying to make life awkward for the police car. However, I don't think I've made it awkward enough, have I? We're going to have a really big dive up the inside here, and even then, it doesn't matter. I end up leaning on the car. I was on 2 wheels through the apex of that. It won't matter. The other Bentley is going to get me to the finish line. Excellent race. Excellent race indeed. We just could not score enough points. We couldn't get enough cars up in the fight. I couldn't get a third in the end. Almost. Almost. I mean, better than the first race. Red team's moving in the right direction at least, but we do kind of need a round win. So, our final race heads to the Holyrood Park circuit. A high-speed circuit, but also one that relies on quite a lot of grip. Now, high-speed corners have been where my focus has been very fast so far. Could work. The Maserati has been unbelievably fast in a straight, but I don't know whether it's going to like the high-speed turns here, so could go either way. The Civic, unfortunately for me, is probably the closest to my car and is probably going to be the best compromise between speed and grip, and that's starting on pole for blue team, or the front row for blue team. Whether it is pole as well. Now, front wheel drive, it will struggle to get going. Front wheel drive can work in A-Class, certainly as the Civic is proving it can work in A-Class, however it is a little bit tougher, and having started on pole it's going to be 8th by the time, I don't quite make that move stick, although I think we probably will before we go. So yeah, the the Civic has gone from 1st to 8th before the first corner. Oh, that's a really bad out-of-ghost experience position as well. Fun times. We have got, so it is the escort, our escort that leads from the Maserati. Lancia Camaro is in there. Lotus Siege, that seems. Oh, I actually suddenly got some grip. Hey, there goes the slow down barriers. Unfortunately for me, I don't think Pegger realised I was alongside. We are going to keep the car there through this. I'm not going to give up the position. I think, unfortunately, we're going to have to eventually... Oh, second's not what I wanted. Eventually going to have to yield. Again, there's another track. It looks like I've got good speed. It looks like I might get stuck in traffic, though. Is everyone going to be flat through this final corner? Nope. But some got that Lancia is not going to be. The Civic, I think, had to check up more because the Lancia was in front. Camaro will be sketchy, I suspect, although that's proved to be quite fast in places around here. Can we... Oh, that's going to be really close to the back. The Lancia is quick but does run out of top speed. That's perhaps not so surprising. It's quick accelerating because it's very light. However, it might lack power for the PI and all that, so lacks some top speed. Can I have a look? Nope, not around there. I mean, we can try. It won't work for us. I might be able to get the Camaro here. Yeah, we've just got the grip on that Camaro. Now, the good news for me is I think we have the Civic beat in a couple of corners. I think we actually do have that Civic beat in a couple of places. Not all of them. I think it's going to be quite close between us. I think we both maybe have the Escort. It's just in terms of sheer grip. Don't know if we can do much about Pencil's Maserati. That thing is bloody quick. But let's try. You know, at the end of the day, what else can we do other than go as fast as our bloody cars will allow us? So yeah, the Escort cannot hold that flat through there. I can. The Civic can almost. I don't think the Maserati can, you know, because we're closer than we were before. Yeah, there goes the Honda. I'm trying to follow. I don't really want to get slowed down fighting with the Escort because I think I have got the speed. I've certainly got the speed to give the Honda some grief. No, you're not going to drift up wide. Problem is I have to clear the Escort quickly. If I don't, we will not have the laps to chase down the Civic. No, I'm going past now. I'm sorry, but it was either... that time, typically, they didn't drift up at the one corner I wanted them to, and then when I tried, okay, we're going to guess they won't, then we will try the outside, and then they did drift up. So, very typical. Yeah, when it's a sort of a team race like this, I will tend to, if I've got a car, much faster teammate behind me, even though, you know, Red Team have won all the events and whatnot so far, you'll still tend to let them go, because, well, it's for team points and all that. Yeah, I tend to get a little bit less patient at times, so we're going to be stuck in a bloody third. It's really annoying because I think I have the car. Again, this is another track where the focus is really good, but traffic causes me grief. This is kind of the issue you get with these handling cars. I like to build handling cars for these because I like to be... Wow, there's so much grip through turn one. Admittedly, yes, the Civic and Maserati were side by side, but there's so much grip through turn one there in the Focus. That was almost flat the whole way through that. Don't tell me I'm going to get stuck behind the Maserati now in my quest for beating that bloody Civic. Yeah, I think we are going to be, aren't we? That's on a slightly funky line. I'm surprised that got the checkpoint. That looked like it was across the inside there. Now, my hope, if the Maserati can keep fighting the Civic, there it goes, to the inside. It'll make the Civic have to take funky lines, drive a little bit wide. Yeah, that's good news for me. Neither of them really like this final corner. They bump doors, well, kind of doors, wheels through there. Neither of them are going to like it through here. I can take it flat. The Civic's off the wall. Oh, the Civic pinged off the wall. Running too deep. Got a load of understeer. And the Ford is to the lead. Come on, Focus. We have worked, and it has not been easy to work our way up towards the front. Maserati will go soaring past here. That much we know. Can't stop that. What we can do, though, is as we come to the first corner, this is where we have a lot of speed. Keep the car around the outside. Maserati will probably run out of grip, although it's fast enough accelerating that it doesn't matter too much. It's going to come down to that final turn, I fear. I say I fear. That works for me because the final turn is where my focus is good. We are past the Maserati into the whatever corner number that is. Not counting corners anymore. This is where we've got to watch out. Maserati's going to have speed. Is it going to be able to position itself on the inside? I'm going to make you go the long way. You're not going to want to do that. You're not going to want to do that in the classic race car. You're not going to have the grip to go around the outside of the Ford. I'll run too deep through there. Come on, focus. Can the Maserati... I just don't think it can take enough speed around this final turn to do it. I can nail this full throttle through there, and the Maserati can't. However, it's still got a lot of speed. I don't think we're far enough away, you know. I think we're going to get beat to the finish line. Annoyingly. Not again. Not again. Yeah, Maserati's done it. We got second. At least that's better than we had been doing. I was a little too wide through the chicane on the way down there, and that probably made the difference. Good race. A good race in the end, yeah. Pega hit the wall. Would be a very interesting matchup between my Focus and that Civic. The Maserati is fast. I am faster over a course of a lap around there than the 8C-TF. However, when you have to overtake it during that lap, I can't be fast enough at the sections I want to be fast enough at. And as I said, I screwed up the chicane a little bit. Yeah, the Focus kind of works. High speed circuits. Focus excellent at. Dirt, Focus is pretty good at. I mean, Red Team take a dominating victory in that one. For me, a lot of thirds. At least a lot of podiums. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. If you would like to take part in the next Versus the Community, then you can sign up via our forums. There'll be a link in the description. Find the FailRace Versus the Community section, and you can sign up in there. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye. Well, this is it. The final race, the Edinburgh Station Circuit. I really hope the Prelude's good here. I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of looking forward to this circuit. After the way things have panned out, it's not the most technical of circuits, but it's not got... it's kind of got a hill. I don't know. I'm really hoping the Prelude is good enough here. Considering it was working at the other one, the Greendale circuit, this should be more to its liking. I mean, turn one it's going to be fast at. We'll see. Starting quite nicely up the order. We know Impega's going to be quick with the 200. We know that there's going to be Gallants and Legacies that are very fast accelerating. They won't have the handling on this street circuit. Unfortunately, they will be close enough to be an issue early on. Impega gets such a good launch with that car. The problems of front-wheel drive. Oh, that's a fun place to suddenly not be ghost mode. And yeah, this is where we can hopefully not let Impega get too far away. The grip in this car is fantastic, I've got to say. I'm really, really impressed with the Prelude's grip, because it doesn't have amazing tyres on it. It really doesn't. I've maxed the tyre widths out, of course, but they're not that big. We'll just scythe past the BRZ. In fact, Impega's will have caught Impega by the end of the lap almost. Impega will drive away from us here. However, I think we might stand a chance of catching. Okay, we'll see what we can do. We've got Scotty's also climbing up through the field with the Fairlady Z. As I said, presumably on rally tyres. Well, lamppost being dropped on my head. Considering, well, to be fair, winning the Ambleside circuit, someone was going to be on rally tyres to win that. So yeah, we presume that's on rally tyres. Impega's probably on them as well. I don't know how this has got, or is on tyres better suited to off-road, I should say. I think standard tyres, we have found standard tyres are slightly better than upgraded ones. It seemed on a few cars, but we're not really 100% sure. Might be something I have to test. Speed we've got through there. That's incredible stuff from the Preludes. It's compared to the competition here. It doesn't really matter what it's doing in miles an hour wise. That's completely irrelevant. It's how fast are we going compared to the cars we're racing, and in this case a lot faster. Right, I desperately want to try and get alongside, but Impega's going to hold us out wide and then out drag us. This is going to make life difficult for me, because Scotty's going to catch us, and then we're going to have 2 cars desperately. If I can clear in Pega, we'll bugger off into the distance, I think. Scotty, likewise, if Scotty can clear in Pega, if Scotty clears me and then clears in Pega, the fair lady will be long gone and we will never see it again. However, we need to do this move. I need to do this move before I get overtaken myself. That's what we're going for here. And oh, that's going to screw us up, although it screwed up the fair lane. Second time now I've clicked that. I know I need to be perfect there. I say I need to be perfect. I know I need to be quick there, because this is probably one of my better corners on the track. And my best overtaking opportunity comes maybe up this hill. But I keep getting too far back, because I keep clipping the damn fence. And it's only by a few millimetres, but it's enough to cause trouble. Here we go. Oh, Pega did not want to give that up. No, that's not... Oh, we're going to get screwed again. And that's what I feared. We got a great run and we couldn't do it. I mean, it was a little bit of a late move across, but it's fair enough. Yeah, the prelude is good, but it's the same thing. Whenever you get a car like this, if you can't get clear of traffic, you get screwed. If you can't, if I can run on my own, brilliant. But you can't, or you might not. If you've got to try and pass something that's got more straight line speed than you, it doesn't work at all. It's very, very difficult to work. Now, Scotty, if you could clear the fence out for me, or I'll just run wider than it. Okay, now, Impega's going to defend down here. I guess I get a little bit of a lap on my own here of taking whatever the hell line I fancy. Scotty will just do it around the outside. Yeah, if I'd been close enough, I would have done that a lap ago, but I wasn't close enough, and we're going to get exactly the same as we did last time around. Come on, prelude. You know what I said I was worried about? Yep. It's going to happen. Scotty's gone. I won't be able to catch, and while we will probably be able to beat Impega, it's too late. Clipping the fence screwed me, pretty much. We're going to have a very, very big dive up there. It was a very big dive. I've got the car to do it. I've got so much grip on this that we can get away with that. Oh, that's the electrical box. We will get dive bombed. I say we'll get dive bombed here. We will probably get repassed on this bit if we're not careful. Just need to be far enough away. Don't clip the fence now. You're right. There we go. That was an important corner. If we clipped the fence, I think we would have been scared. It would have been passed. But we didn't. So that's what matters there. Around this long corner. Even Scotty, I don't think, can match the prelude speed through that section. Does match it, I think, here. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, not quite flat out. We are not quite flat through all of there, although that fair lady looks a little bit wobbly at times. It's not the first time I've seen it wobble about across the circuit. Don't really want to put wheels on the snow there. Pega's going to have trouble from the other fair lady if he's not careful back there. And here we are. A horrible feeling we're going to go and do exactly the same bloody thing that we've had in all of these races of just kind of sitting in no man's land. It's a second. It is another win for Red Team. It is another win for Red Team. We will take the overall victory. The Prelude got a victory in one of the races as well, which I'm pleased about. I could have and possibly should have won the Edinburgh circuit. If I could have got past the 240 quicker, would have been a different story, I think. But there we go. That's what happens sometimes. That is what happens sometimes. Well, there we go. Red Team take victory. The Prelude can work, but it's only in specific circumstances. It's certainly not a go-to C-Class car, but on the right track. On the right track, I do like it. That, though, shall be it for this video as we celebrate our victory. If you would like to take part in the next one of these, you can sign up via our forums. There'll be a link in the description of this video. Find the FailRace versus the community section, and you can sign up in there. However, that shall be it for today. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye. So, there we have it for this slightly different episode. Now, if you would like to take part in the next sort of session. I would say Team Adventures, however, I don't know because, well, the LEGO DLC is coming out on the Thursday and we'll be filming on the Friday, and I don't really know much about what's going to be happening. We'll probably be doing something on it. However, I don't quite know as of yet. So, we will... you can sign up to take part if you're going to be getting that. We'll be doing some sort of racing. I'm kind of expecting there not to be Team Adventures because there wasn't on Fortune Island. There might be. We might be doing some races, checking out some of the circuits and so on for some racing. But yeah, if you want to take part in the next session, then you can sign up via our forums. There'll be a link in the description of this video. Find the FailRace versus the community section, and you can sign up in there. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.